Hello, and welcome to my little corner of the internet. Today, we are going to be talking about death and grieving in the digital age. The other day, I got a Facebook notification for a birthday. I clicked on it, and it was a dead person. This person had been dead for several years, and I went to his profile, and I'm like, just to check what he'd been up to. I mean, and I know that he's not really been up to anything, but it was really great for memories. And it was really a very interesting thing, because other people were writing on his profile, like, hey, miss you, love you, hope you're doing well, thinking of you. So it was really nice to, even after years, to read those messages, and then to go back and click through the pictures and see all the different memories that, thanks to the digital era, this is the first time that you can see somebody's life after they've died. And that's just one way that the digital age has changed death. The first year of the grieving process is really hard, because you get the first notification and you're like, oh my God, they're not here anymore. But then after year 2, 3, 4, 5, they're actually really endearing things, these notifications. Another way that death has changed with Facebook in the digital age is all that memorialization that you can do and that people write on the page, and you get to see the outpouring of love where you never really, you saw it at the funeral and then everybody grieved solo. But now it's become this sort of communal thing. And I think you can see it in celebrities a lot. But it's death goes communal and viral all at the same time. But when it's somebody in your personal circle, it really does help with the grieving and the community. The thing is, for those of you that remember life before cell phones, years ago there used to write down the phone numbers in phone books. And when somebody died, when you switched phone books, you didn't add them the next time. But now that numbers and everything transfer over, to delete somebody from your phone book, you actually have to go in there and delete them. Needless to say, I have dead people in my phone. And I don't think I'm alone. I think if you've had somebody die, it's very physically difficult to go in and delete them. I don't know. It just feels wrong. It just feels wrong. So there are another couple of ways that death has changed in the digital age, besides Facebook and having to actually delete somebody from your phone, which you don't do. It also has provided fame or infamy or a way for your legacy to continue for all the world to see, which it never did before. Yes, I'm talking about your 13-year-old live journals. Your 14, 15, 16-year-old live journals. When people could see all the heartache and everything that you'd gone through. And future archaeologists will look through those. We don't know who's going to be famous and who's not going to be famous, and what's going to be considered good, in the 30th century. This was something that only famous people happened to before. But there was that much information to be remembered. Maybe you're going to be famous in the 22nd century. Maybe they'll be like, oh my God, did you read that 2019-20 tweets? Yes, it was amazing. She was one of the best tweeters in the world. And finally, the live streaming of funeral services. And that people can actually watch your funeral and do everything like that from the internet now, if you pay for it as an option. And that is a really interesting way that it has changed. Because before, if you were in a foreign country and somebody died that you knew, you would just think of them as having died, but you wouldn't be able to see the funeral. You wouldn't be able to see your friends that were at the funeral. You wouldn't be able to share along in that grieving process. So, what about you? Do you have any thoughts on how the digital age has changed the grieving process? If so, please leave them in the comments. And if you could, please like and subscribe if you've made it this far. It's much appreciated. Thank you for watching.